Okay, thank you.
We're interviewing the treasurer of the great state of Massachusetts, Steve Grossman, who is actually a founder of the NJDC. Mr. Treasurer, I have a few questions. First, why do you support President Obama and Vice President Biden?
I support them for two reasons. I support them as an American because I believe that the economic health and well-being of this country will be better and will depend on 4 more years of this administration to continue the record they have achieved. Let's not forget, 4.5 million private sector jobs have been created on the President's watch. 29 consecutive months of private sector growth. So we shouldn't be defensive in any way, shape, or form about whether we're better off. Small businesses, and I was a small business person all my life, growing, developing, getting the credit they need to hire people. So that's, as an American, why I'm supportive of this team. As a Jewish American, I'm supportive, A, because I have a deep commitment and have all my life to the U.S.-Israel relationship, and I believe that this president has done everything he could to strengthen that relationship. Security cooperation has never been stronger. Don't ask me, ask Ehud Barak, the defense minister, who says that on Barack Obama's watch, security has never been better, and strategic cooperation has never been better. I support the president as a Jewish American because he has stood up time and time again and has put in place stronger and stronger sanctions against Iran to keep Iran from getting nuclear weapons. And I support the president because he believes in a two-state solution that will protect Israel in any final status negotiations. Israel, and only Israel, according to this president, will make whatever arrangements it can and will make its own decisions. And that's why I support this team, both as an American and as a Jewish American.
So let me ask you another question. In addition to President Obama supporting Israel, what should American Jews look at between the Republican Party and the Democratic Party in making a decision?
Look, I always will go back to the most important part of Scripture for me. We read it every year on Yom Kippur morning. It's the Haftarah. It says, if you offer your compassion to the hungry and relieve the oppressed, then shall your light shine in darkness. It says, and you will be known as the repairer of the breach. This president continues to bring all Americans together. He continues to bring all Americans together and leave no one behind. America is all about leaving no one behind. As a Jew, we know that. Jews have never had a better place in American life and American society than during these last 4 years. It's been challenging, it's been difficult, but on the issues of social and economic justice, apart from Israel, this president has been an inclusive individual who has made this country a place more hospitable, created a greater foundation in which the Jewish people can grow, develop, and flourish, and realize every bit of their potential.
Steve, one last question. Why is being a Jewish Democrat important to you?
Being a Jewish Democrat is important to me because I think we, as Jews, have a special role to play. We are a people, according to our scripture, who have always had this deep commitment to social and economic justice. But I trace the history of this over 3,000 years, all the way from Isaiah to Franklin Roosevelt. Let's not forget as Jews what Franklin Roosevelt said in his second inaugural address. He said the test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much, but whether we provide enough for those who have too little. Too few jobs, too little education, too little health care, too little hope, and too little dignity. The dignity of every one of our fellow citizens is what Jews care deeply about. Not only the Jewish community, but the larger community. And as somebody who believes in plurality and in inclusion, I think that the Jewish people have had a critical role to play. And I think, frankly, as a Jewish Democrat, I find my voice in the words of this president, this vice president, and in the words and thoughts and values of the Democratic Party of the United States.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Perfect.